Joel's been around the sport for a long time.
I'm Joel Edmonds, the spotter for Aric Almirola. I've been with Aric for about 7 years. I believe this is our 7th year together. And I'm just the annoying backseat driver that he has to listen to while he drives around.
Put the hammer on up here, let's go.
He came over to Richard Petty Motorsports when I was there, but not to spot for me, to spot for my teammate at the time. And about halfway through that year, we swapped spotters. Joel started spotting for me, and then he spotted for me ever since.
I'm fortunate to have Aric because he's so aware of what's going on around him at these super speedways and the other racetracks. But at the same time, I'm talking the whole time as he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Everybody you've ever spotted for is different. I'll have to say one thing with Aric, he's probably more aware of things going on and more calculated, staying out of trouble, missing wrecks, you know, just being smart about what's going on and thinking about the end of the race versus it's lap 15, I gotta be first.
He is a little bit of comedic relief from time to time. Silly jokes from time to time. It makes me actually laugh. Sometimes I laugh out loud.
Well, I mean, I've got a lot of things I say because you get frustrated during the race.
They're just not used to getting past, but they might as well get used to it. Find a way around this clown.
But you also try to keep the driver calm. And anytime you see that they get put in a situation that could excite them or, you know, maybe make their ramp up to want to do something crazy, you try to lighten the mood.
Got him in your crosshairs. Go get him. Nice and smooth here. Hit your mark. Have a good day down there, fellas. We'll do just a little bit better than we did yesterday.
And I have some things I say just because maybe I'm aggravated. And I know Aric, you know, listens and maybe he smiles and maybe it lightens the moment and changes the way things are going on. But it's so fun to work with him because no matter what, if I go berserk, he stays calm.
I'm still very focused and doing my job in the race car, but he does make me chuckle inside my helmet.
This is just pit road.
Pit road.
Yeah, just so we, you know, if he's following a guy around here, like if he's behind the 43, I tell him where the guy's going to pit. A couple cars ahead of him, like this guy's going to turn off here, or this guy's going to do that. We're all the way down at the end, so there ain't much action today.
The field of vision inside the race car is so small. And after years of working together, when Joel calls me clear, I know I'm clear.
You come down here, the further you go, when you get to the motorhomes where they're right up on the track,
It's hard to see right
you don't
there.
see a whole, you just see the bottom of the wall,
Right.
and you'll see the roof. They'll be pretty wide. Probably over here to about that yellow flag that's way outside the racetrack. They can be in the bottom groove and you can't even see them.
We're at a super speedway and we're drafting. He talks the entire time that we're racing.
One back here. You got two helping you now.
And there's cars in front of me, cars behind me. There's so much going on, and it's all happening real time and real fast. So he has to give me information, not only that he sees, but that he's predicting is going to happen, so that when he tells me, it's happening real time. My success is shared with Joel, you know, and you hear that on the radio.
Checker flag right here. Proud of you, brother. That's awesome. Awesome. That is awesome.
Like in the races that we do win, you know, there's as much excitement on the radio from him up on top of the spotter stand as there is from me because, you know, we're in it together.
And I think, you know, he hears things I say, but he knows what he wants to do. And then when he needs something, he processes, you know, what I'm saying with what he wants to do and how things are unfolding. But he's really good at making his own moves. I think, you know, I'll probably talk today and, you know, he'll use maybe 3% of what I say all day. The rest of the time, he's aware of what he's doing, you know, but you're constantly giving information because you don't ever know when he wants to make a move or he sees something and he's got to do different than what he's doing. Coming where you really need to say something, coming off four, they're coming straight at you is a terrible angle, you know. Like right here, when you're trying to block, you know, the speedways are a lot easier to me than somewhere like Richmond. Richmond's a tough place to spot just because a couple of the angles, the flat tracks like Loudon, you know, have some tough places. Here the speedways with them all together, you know, you get used to that and you're able to, you know, just know more. But some of those flat tracks, some of the small, I think Bristol's one of the easiest. Like Bristol, everything's going so fast that when something happens, it shows up pretty quick because it slows down. But at Martinsville, when they're running 65 miles an hour in a corner, a car can spin completely around, and you know, it doesn't really catch your eye. Like in Bristol, when something happens, it shows up so fast. He's done this speedway stuff so well for so long. You know, it's kind of like, you know, they always said Earnhardt could see the air. I'm pretty sure Aric can see trouble and sense trouble, and you know, doesn't, you know, we had a string of races here. I think it was 10 races that he finished in the top 10 almost, and tied a record with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I mean, just to finish these races is something in itself, but to finish in the top 10, like 10 races in a row is, I mean, like I said, it's unheard of. Only 2 guys have ever done it.